Alright, we're going to be taking a little UNBAGiNG review and see what we got in here. So, come on out. So, right there is what we got. Ignore that, my cat just loves playing. So as you can see, these are pre-built coils. They're 0.85 ohms Clapton. I don't know if you can see that green on camera there, but it says that it's Canfor 26 gauge A1, and the lap is a 32 gauge A1. You get 10 coils in here. So 10 pre-built Canfor 26 gauge A1 and 32 gauge lap A1 0.85 ohm Claptons. Here's what they look like. How much did I pay? Where did I get them at? I got them from a company called Wish, and they cost me $1.75 plus $1 shipping. So I got 10 pre-built coils for $2.77. For me, that is a steal. That is a bargain. Because I used to go to a little vape shop, and the vape shop would be charging me $2 a coil. So that means if I had a build that took a double coil, a dual build, I'll have to pay $4 freaking bucks to make one build. Yeah. And if I'm getting 10 coils for $2.77, that still comes out way cheap. Because I mean, if I'm using like a single build, like on a Feral Mini by DigiFlavor and a Whip Tripper, which by the way is like the best little tank that I had for a single build, or if I'm using it on the Dead Rabbit by Heathen Vapes, I believe it was. It could have been by Mike Vapes, but I believe it was from Heathen Vape and Dead Rabbit. You know, those two collaborated. That's another single coil build. That one, I believe it was a. No, it's a dual build. You could, but you could also run it as a single build. That one you could I believe use it just like where a vape. Or maybe that one was a dripper. I believe that one was a dripper. But then you could also run it in squat. But I usually just run it in squat. You know, switch out the 510 pin, put a squat pin in there, and just squat it. So, can't exactly remember if it was a squat slash dripper, but I liked it in the squat, and I think squatting is just the best thing for how to run that Dead Rabbit. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and install some coils. We're going to be using the Smoke Crowbeast King. So that is a double coil build. And as you may know, the kit that I love to use is the Coil Master kit. Can't remember what version this one was off the top of my head. Because I know Coil Master, they made like version 1, version 2, version 2.1, 2.2, version 3.2 and stuff. So they made a lot of kits, Coil Master has. So yeah. But for me, it pretty much has everything that I need in this kit. So yeah, let's get to building this. Nah, I'm not gonna put it in there. Now I do know that I do keep this one's little Allen key in the bag, and the other ones dictate, anything. But this one is a little more finicky. Okay, I have unscrewed the screws in here. And if anyone wants to see what the coil looks like, kind of looks like this with some long leads going on it. Just, just simple little craftings. Now, what I usually use for my little tool to, bend the coil to get it to be nice and straight, because as you can see, it's kind of angle right there. I just like to use a 2-pit. I know some people insert small little screwdrivers. Some people actually use a coil jig. Well, I guess it's more a coil rod type of jig, where it's like a long little thing, almost like a 2-pit made out of metal, and say, hey, if you want to make coils to this size, do it up to this way up, this size up to this way up. So micro coils, macro coils, craftings, depending on your wire and what you got and stuff. But for me, I just find that 2-pit's a little bit more easy, and I don't have the other stuff. I would love to get that coil jig. Not worried to build on coils, because I don't like to make my own. They never come out right, but just to have a tool that's a little more sturdier than a 2-pit to, hold the coil and bend it when you're doing all that stuff. Okay, still gotta bend this one back a little bit. Okay, that side looks pretty darn good. Now time to take the other one, and as you notice, I did space the coil out just a bit. So that, it's going to have nice wicking, nice even heating, nice airflow in there, stuff. one wants to be a little bit tricky on me. I don't know why, but the bottom coil always seems to be a little bit more trickier than the top coil on this build. Yikes. Good thing didn't hit grass on there. And I just put my toothpick. That's why I said we want to have that other little coil jig thing.